Peace. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about controlling your dick, why you should control it, and the benefits, and how to actually control your dick. Stay tuned. 720 Health. Yeah, you heard it right. Dick control. I don't know if anybody really talks about this. It's something that I tell a lot of, especially younger guys, right, to control your dick, control your penis. It's been a downfall of many men. When you don't control it, when you don't have full control of it, you become controlled by sex. You shouldn't always give in to sex. One thing I know with women is that from, I don't know, maybe from the age of like 11, 12 or whatever, they get hollered at by guys. They hear, hey sexy, hey gorgeous, hey mommy, hey beautiful, hey shorty, hey angel, look like you fell from heaven. If she fell from heaven, right, she might be a fallen angel, because falling from, heaven, falling down, the angel, demon, whatever. Maybe that's why y'all catching some demons at times. I know you married, but man, you can have a friend. Women have heard a lot of things, and the average woman knows. If she don't know, but I think she knows, I think they know that if they were to offer sex to most guys are gonna take it. Women are able to use this thing against men for their benefit. When I say control it, it's being able to refuse the vagina. It's being able to have access to it, but to refuse it. In a sense, like fasting. You have access to food, but you refuse it. It gives you control, and not letting the object or the external object control you. Giving you the control. I used to box, and when I was boxing, and in that stage of my life, my coach, my trainer, he always told us, don't have sex when you're boxing. That's your energy, that's your power source. So he already instilled that in my head from the age of 15, like, don't have sex, don't have sex. That, or you'll lose your power. Don't be ejaculating, you'll lose your power. And it's funny because then when we used to be in our workouts and working out, we could tell who had sex, because their workout performance wasn't at the peak it was prior to them not having sex. A lot of people can have sex, a lot of athletes do it and still come and win, but when you get that person who has the edge, who doesn't, and they have that edge over you, they're gonna have like more energy, more power. The practice for me, was to be able to refuse sex. To want it, but not engage. And listen, like a lot of times, I failed in that. I failed. But there was a lot of times where I won, and I was able to control it. And when you control it, there's this energy that comes to you. There's this power that comes to you. It's almost like an ego boost at the same time, right? It gives you power. And what I noticed when you do that with women is they start looking internal, because women and men are very different creatures, right? Women look for external. They look for external things, right? Men don't look for the external. Men, we don't need someone to tell us that, oh, you look handsome today. I mean, women will say it to us, but it's not something that we thrive on, right? With that stuff, right? So what I found is that when you do that, women, they become unsure with themselves. They become very unsure. And then, in a sense, it controls them when they know that the vagina isn't something that can dominate the man. When they realize that they cannot dominate you by the vagina, it brings on a different situation. And I've done it many, many times. And like I said, yeah, there's times I've failed in doing it. When you do it, it's a wonderful feeling. You're in your power, you're in your strength. So a man has to learn, you have to learn how to control it. But I know like a lot of guys don't want to. Build the strength, build control. And you have better situations, better outcomes. It humbles a woman when you control your dick. Control that thing. Control it. It has value. See, you've been trained to feel like it has no value. That's what men think. It's like, and women say my vagina is, and it does have value. A woman has value, in that. It does have value, but so does yours. It's how if you treat it as though it has value, right, and be stingy with it. Don't just give it up. Don't just give it to the woman just like that. She too gotta deserve it. And the thing is that most of us don't make them. They get it when they don't really deserve it. And the thing is that the women are not really going to run away. It intrigues them. They want to. I believe, and this is something that I've believed since I was 15, from just my observance of feminine nature, is that women always want to conquer men. Even if she doesn't know it, subconsciously, a woman wants to conquer you. What makes you exciting is that she can't conquer you. Once she conquers you, you're boring after that. You're boring, and then she'll look for another. They may say they want this or want that, right? But in reality, they kind of don't. And if you let them get away with certain things, right, then it's like, oh, they can control that masculinity. They kind of want to control masculinity. And then once they control the masculinity, it's like, they get bored and move on to the next. So you can't allow your masculinity to be controlled. You have to control the dick. Control your penis, control the sexual urge. It's just like fasting, right? But to get to that stage, I believe you have to implement other things into your lifestyle, like meditation, visualization, fasting, less, like leave the intoxicants alone, because the intoxicants is going to cloud your mind. Because human nature, we want what we can't get. You only want Louis Vuitton because it's up there, it's like unreachable. If Louis Vuitton was like a $20 product, I wouldn't make no fuss over it. You're making a fuss because it's a lot of money. It's unreachable. You feel like you're above everybody else because you got it. It's like a woman wants a man who other women want. If a man if other women want that man, a woman wants him too. How to control, right? Now the thing is you have to really understand yourself and know what's your trigger points and know where the point of no return is. You have a point of no return, and that point of no return can move, right, further as you develop. So if you know that once your underwears come off, that you're pretty much gonna engage and go all the way, don't allow your boxer shorts to come off. Don't put in your head like, I'm not gonna do it, I'm just gonna take it off and play. Don't do that. You'll engage. You'll engage every time. So if it's like, okay, I know, and it's about knowing self. You have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to pay attention to you, right? At what point do you lose control? At what point do you lose control? Is it when you're kissing? If it's when you're kissing, then stop. Don't do that till you gain control. So find out where that trigger point is and then stop. And then keep practicing. It's better to practice, if you have a wife that you're with, a partner that you're with, it's going to be difficult because you're probably into a routine, into a habit. So you're going to have to break that habit. If you're not with someone and it's just like, you meet somebody new, and having somebody new is the best time to be able to do it, because now you're starting off on a brand new page, right? So what this woman is now going to meet is the new, revised you. And she's just gonna know that, her vagina cannot control you. So you actually start off on a better page. Women are very mental, right? They're very mental, and when I say mental, not mental and crazy, well, a little bit crazy, right? But they're mental, meaning that when it comes to sex, a man is ready for sex immediately. Immediately, The penis does what it wants sometimes. It gets erected we don't need to be aroused for it to get erect. It'll get erect throughout the day. It'll get erect. Especially when you're young, when you're in your teens and early, especially in your teens, it'll just be erect for no reason, right? When you start exercising, like I always tell guys, exercise, take your herbs, clean your body, and then you'll start noticing the difference that now you have that feeling of when you was younger and your testosterone is up because you're exercising. Do not use squats and stuff. It's building more testosterone, so it's going to result in you having more erections. And if you're taking the right herbs, you're going to get erections. You're going to feel like you was back in your teens. And this is what guys tell me after I tell them to do these things, right? And they'd be like, wow, like, and they'd be like, wow, like, damn. Tell your wife that she not getting no dick, and she's going to be like, yeah, right. Because that's how confident women are. They think that they have that power, and in certain cases they do, but it's not necessary. It's not absolute. The man can have power, right? When you go back to the statue of Min in the in ancient Tamare, you see Min holding his phallus or his phallus out, right? That's a symbol of control and of dominance and of genetic potency, but also control power. So when you control it, you have power. Trust me, control it, and you will generate that power. You will have power just by controlling it. It will give you you'll be like, oh, your chest will come up because you realize like, yo, I'm in control. And I know none of you, I know most of y'all never felt that control. You think control is like being, yeah, I'm in there. Yeah, you think that's the control. The control is not going in and holding it off, but wanting to go in, but not going in. Same like I said with food, wanting to eat, but don't eat. That's fasting. It builds a discipline. So in order to achieve this, you must get into meditation. Use my candle exercise. Right? Use a candle exercise to get your mind strong, to get your mind focused, and you'll be able to do it. And when you do it, let me know the results. And when you have more control of it, then I believe you won't make as many dumb mistakes as men. Because sometimes, we're looked upon as dummies by women. Y'all don't know that. They look at it as like they look at you as primitive. That we'll hold sex off from him. You have control as well. You have power. 720 Health. Subscribe, share, and like, and comment. Peace.